This will happen so fast, you won't even see it coming. Out of the blue, it will go straight up. When you're not paying attention, boom, it's gonna come collapsing down. So over the weekend, there's so many rumors around maybe a BlackRock XRP ETF. Everybody's saying they have insight around an XRP ETF. I wouldn't doubt that in April something comes around XRP, but I'm not saying that's gonna happen. What I will tell you is that Bitcoin, cryptocurrency at large, is about to do something that the public will never ever forget. So if you don't follow Kathy Woods, I highly recommend you follow Kathy Woods, Ray Dalio. But Kathy Woods talking about this asset really inspires the shit out of me. Because Bitcoin specifically has performed like no other asset in history. And this is where the banks are shaking in their boots. This is why Jamie Dimon calls it pet rock, that it's junk, that it's used for money laundering. This is why Elizabeth Warren is so big on pushing back and making the public think it's used for all the drug use and fentanyl use. But it makes zero sense what they're saying. FTX was a centralized system. Gary Gensler met with FTX 6 months before. It was a centralized system that was supposed to be transparent, but was completely fraudulent. There's a big difference between FTX, the banks. We just read reports off of a PDF document that they can create. But with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, it's clear as day. There is no counterparty risk. And they say that, it's used for money. Why would you use Bitcoin for money laundering? You can track everything. So I'm going to share a couple tools with you, or a couple things about Bitcoin specifically that make it very special. Now, I'm not saying I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. I'm telling you because Bitcoin is on the radar right now with the Bitcoin ETF, which is going to explode with the Bitcoin halving and then interest rates going down, which is macroeconomics. When Bitcoin goes parabolic around June, July this year, those profits are going to flood into your XRP, your XLM, your ADA, your HBAR, all the alternative coins that you hold. And you better have an exit plan. So Bitcoin, 70% of the supply has not moved. It is a risk on and risk off asset. They've never seen anything like this before. When the market's collapsing, it goes up. When there's deflation, it stays steady or goes up. When there's inflation, it stays steady or goes up. It's a global currency that reacts almost opposite of the market because of its transparency, its no counterparty risk, and it allows us to work together. Now I'm going to give you another caveat that you can dive into the rabbit hole with. When America's financial system collapsed in 2006 going into 2009 for the biggest collapse in Americans' history, something ironic happened. All the other countries were pissed because the dollar dominates their currencies. And all of a sudden, Brazil, India, Russia, China, and South Africa come together in 2009, January, and create BRICS. And their goal the whole time has been to de-dollarize. And they just got huge by adding 5 other countries. But at the exact same time, Bitcoin's inception was created. And there you go. There's your rub. There's your hint. There's your clue. That's why the American banking system is panicking about cryptocurrency's adoption. And that's why BlackRock, Jamie Dimon, he's like, whatever, dude. It's a flight to safety now because he is a global juggernaut, 10 trillion under management worldwide. There's a reason why these asset managers are going overseas now. America's in a brutal position financially. And the reason why they're pissed, because you as a normal everyday person get access to an even playing field, and this will never happen again. So there you go. There's a little bit deeper narratives other than you're going to get rich off crypto, because most people don't, because they get emotional about these markets. They believe influencers that it's going to go to whatever price it's going to go to, and they never pull profits. You need to always have an exit plan. You need to always pull profits, get out your initial investment, and know this is extremely speculative and you could get wrecked if you don't have a plan. So I hope this information reaches you well. Share it with a friend that may benefit from this financial education. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. Love you guys.